Hello everyone, welcome into the live stream. I hope you're all doing well. We are live with an emergency update stream as we currently have a tornado warning with very strong rotation northwest of Houston, Texas, near Cypress, Texas. Includes Tomball in that polygon, Bridgeland, villages of Cypress Lakes, Coles Crossing. So this is west of Klein, Texas. So this is a radar indicated tornado with 1-inch quarter-sized hail. We have very strong rotation on velocity. Let me get velocity full screen for us. You can see very tight rotation over Cypress right now. Looks like it is continuing to move northeast. So if you are in Longwood Village, Lakewood Forest, Hayden Lakes, villages in North Point near Cypress, Texas, or west of Klein, south of Tomball, you need to seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows to protect yourself from flying debris. There is strong potential that we see a tornado with this storm. I should actually check on our correlation coefficient. Okay, so we're going to get this dual screen. So we'll have CC pulled up and then our velocity. Okay, so this is some good news. It's looking like no debris signature as of right now on the correlation coefficient. You can see on the left, looks like we've got some contamination from the storm, but no debris that I am seeing. We should actually check our terminal radar. Okay, so this is a lot lower resolution, but you can see that rotation once again over there south of Coles Crossing. But we're going to go back to our main radar. So once again, if you're in Cypress, Texas, Coles Crossing, Klein, Champion Forest, or south of Tomball, seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows. If you do not have a basement or storm shelter, get into a hallway, a closet, a bathroom, somewhere on the lowest floor, the center part of the building, away from windows. It's looking like, hopefully as of right now, we're starting to see our rotation weaken a little bit. So hopefully that does continue. But that tornado warning is in effect for another 10 minutes, and it is likely that we will see them reissue that. We'll actually look at our cyclone ports real quick. This one is in our tornado warning polygon. Okay, so I don't know if there's a way to see what direction it's facing, but you can see very dark skies. I don't think that's facing towards our rotation, but I did see some reports of a wall cloud. Maybe we'll see if this one's facing northwest. Yes. Okay, so I think that is our storm. So this is the view of a cyclone port near Jersey Village, looking northwest, I believe. You can see the wall cloud with this storm, so I believe that is the portion of the storm where we have our tornado warning. There are 167 people watching this cyclone port. It is the one east of Jersey Village, and I believe it's looking north-northwest. So we're going to leave that right here in the top right part of your screen so you can watch that live feed. Disregard this information down there, but you can see that wall cloud. Didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to fix our overlay here. Alright. Once again, for those of you tuning in, let me know where you are tuning in from. Do still have that tornado warning. So this tornado warning includes portions of southern Montgomery and northwestern Harris counties in Texas. So at 1:28 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 9 minutes ago, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Cypress, or 7 miles northwest of Jersey Village, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So a tornado in quarter-sized hail. So this is going to be near Tomball 2 minutes ago, according to this warning. So this rotation is approaching Tomball. Looks like it'll go just south there, but for now, for the time being, it is approaching Klein, Texas. So if you are in Klein, Texas, Champion Forest, Longwood Village, Lakewood Forest, or east of Cypress, not 100% sure how to say it, but if you are east of Cypress, seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows. If you do not have a basement or storm shelter, get into a hallway, closet, a bathroom on the lowest part of the building. Okay. It looks like that is where our rotation is. A new tornado warning has been issued. This is now an observed tornado warning. So a tornado is on the ground according to the National Weather Service. You can see the National Weather Service in League City has issued a tornado warning for south central Montgomery County in southeastern Texas, northwestern Harris County in southeastern Texas, until 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So a confirmed tornado was located near Willowbrook or near Jersey Village, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So weather spotters have confirmed a tornado with this storm. So a tornado is currently on the ground near Longwood Village, Coles Crossing, Lakewood Forest, and it is moving northeast. So seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows. This is now a confirmed tornado on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and share this stream out with as many people as possible. I encourage you to do the same. Just give me just a second, everybody. Once again, this is now an observed tornado on the ground. Typically, we're not supposed to pull up those cyclone ports. They are not for broadcast without owner permission. But this is, I think this is an exception with this situation. So you can see right in there, it looks like that is our mesocyclone. And under there is where that confirmed tornado is. Alright, so went ahead and shared the stream out. I encourage you all to do the same. But once again, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you have any questions, I'm happy to help out. But that is where our rotation is. Looks like the camera's shaking a little bit. That is rotating fast. You can see it on the right side. So once again, for those of you just tuning in, we have a confirmed tornado on the ground. Now approaching Klein, Texas. So if you are in Lakewood Forest, I believe Corville, not sure how to say that, but Corville, Texas, Klein, Texas. Seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. You need to be away from windows. So lowest floor, center part of the building. If you do not have a basement or storm shelter, get into a bathroom, a closet, or a hallway. It needs to be in the center, away from windows. If it's accessible, get a helmet, put it on, have your shoes on. So once again, if you are in Corville or Klein, Texas, seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows. Tornado is on the ground. Let's look at our cyclone ports again. Ooh. Okay, so I believe our tornado would be right in there. It's kind of blocked by the tower that the cyclone port is mounted on. But let's look at this one again. Wow, that is a really good view of the mesocyclone. So once again, this is the storm we're looking at north of Houston near Tomball, Texas, south of Tomball. This is an observed tornado warning. Tornado is on the ground. Train spotters have confirmed a tornado that is now approaching Klein, Texas, likely just crossed Tomball Parkway, now near Champion Forest. So you've got to get to your safe spot. And if you're not already in your safe spot in Corville, Texas, Klein, Texas, Champion Forest, Louetta, or north of Willbrook, you need to seek shelter now. You've got to run, not walk to your safe spot. So once again, this is an observed tornado warning in effect for another 47 minutes until 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. This looks like it is a pretty large polygon, so this includes down the road the Woodlands, Tamina, Alden Bridge, the Falls at Imperial Oaks. So you guys need to be keeping an eye on the changing weather conditions and be prepared to seek shelter. But right now, if you're south of Tomball, near Willow, Avanac, Rotherwood, Klein, if you're in Klein or near Corville, you need to run, not walk to your safe spot. So once again, this rotation is currently located right near Corville, Texas, along the Weta Road near Champion Forest Drive, and it is approaching Stwebner Airline Road. Again, this is a confirmed tornado on the ground. What the heck? Where did our tornado warning go? Oh, there it is. That's a weird glitch with the radar Omega that happens sometimes. Polygons go away and come back. It's kind of annoying. But once again, for those of you just tuning in, seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building if you're in Klein, Texas, Champion Forest. Looks like our rotation is continuing to maintain intensity. So a tornado is on the ground. We should actually check our correlation coefficient. Okay, so I do not think that we have a debris ball. Well, okay, this is really hard to tell. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a debris ball because it's been following this course with the storm, and I don't think we would have had a debris ball for that long because that's gone from Corville and now it's near Klein. So I would say that we don't have a debris ball, but a tornado is confirmed on the ground. So once again, seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows. If you're in Klein, Texas, now's your time to go. You've got to run, not walk to your safe spot. Texan, you'll be good. You just got to get to your safe spot. You'll get through it though. Okay, we're going to continue to monitor these cyclone ports. See if this one has an updated view. Right, so it's just a really dark sky because this is from the back end. Are you talking about this cyclone port near Jersey Village that has it on the ground? Because, wait a minute. It's somewhere in here. Because I've been watching this cyclone port and This one has been aiming at the rotation for a while. The eastern one? Yeah, okay, so that one near Jersey Village. I'm going to look at Tornado Pagey's feed. I can't show it on stream, unfortunately. Okay, it looks like Tornado Pagey may have a view of a tornado. Kind of hard to tell at this point. But once again, I cannot say this enough. If you are in Klein, Texas, you've got to run, not walk to your safe spot. If you're in Klein, Texas, or south of Avenack, near Spring Cypress Road, that is where our rotation is. It looks like hopefully it's beginning to weaken. So hopefully this tornado is lifting. But as of right now, it remains a confirmed tornado on the ground. So continue to stay in your safe spot in Klein, Texas, south of Rotherwood, west of Spring. You guys should be there for a good while. But be sure to let me know where you're tuning in from if you have any questions. So this is currently our only tornado warning. Looks like that rotation might be trying to intensify again. But to give you guys an overview of a wider area, because we've been focused on the Houston metro this entire time, we do have a tornado watch in effect for much of southeast Texas. That includes areas east of the I-35 corridor, so just outside of Temple, Texas. Waco is where that tornado watch stretches to. So that includes Lufkin, Franklin, Texas. College Station is included in this tornado watch. Palestine, Texas. I believe Tyler, Texas. Tyler, Texas is just outside of this tornado watch. Lufkin is included in this, and then that also includes portions of western Louisiana. So that includes Stonewall, Louisiana, Pleasant Hill. Looks like these two parishes west of Natchitoches. But we're going to get back to the Houston metro because that is our main focus right now. We'll note we do have a special weather statement west of Texarkana, Texas. This is in effect for another 9 minutes. So at 1:32 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 19 minutes ago, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm 10 miles east of Naples or 18 miles south of New Boston, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Hazard: wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour and half-inch sized hail. So if you're in Texarkana, consider seeking shelter inside a sturdy structure and secure loose objects outdoors. Okay, this tornado warning has been condensed and it does remain observed. So velocity is continuing to pick up on that rotation south of Klein, Texas, near the Bridgestone West neighborhood. So if you're south of Rotherwood, near Ella Boulevard, near the Northgate Country Club. This is in the Klein, Texas area. Seek shelter now on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows. A basement or storm shelter is your best option, but if you do not have that, get into a hallway, a bathroom, or a closet. You want to be somewhere in an interior part of your building so that you are away from exterior walls, and you want to be away from windows. But once again, we are going to continue watching this. So thank you all for sticking with me. We have 2 people watching, 4 likes this stream. So if you have not already, please be sure to like the stream. It does help out a lot and it spreads these streams to more people on YouTube, spreads more awareness. But down the line here in the next 15 or so minutes, if this rotation continues to maintain strength, Spring, Texas, you guys are going to need to seek shelter. So I would go ahead and say that if you're in Spring, Texas, get to shelter, Spring Hills, all of those areas. Get to your safe spot. Doesn't hurt there to be a bit early. You guys are included in this tornado warning polygon. This rotation is moving slower, but once again in Spring, Texas, Spring Hills, Rayford, the Falls at Imperial Oaks, all these areas along North Grand Parkway East, you guys need to get into your safe spot, or be ready to do so in the next 5 or so minutes. Unfortunately, I will have to end off stream soon, but we'll be here for the time being. This is not our main coverage today. Hopefully we will be back later. But once again, a tornado, according to the National Weather Service and trained spotters, along with radar, does remain on the ground near Klein, Texas, south of Rotherwood. So, Tornado Pagey and Bryce Shelton are on this storm. I am watching their YouTube feed on my phone as I stream. Unfortunately, I cannot show it on our live stream. But once again, seek shelter now in Klein, Texas, east of Klein, Texas. So for those of you just tuning in, thank you for joining me. We currently have a tornado warning in effect with a confirmed tornado on the ground just east of Klein, Texas, west of Spring. So if you are in Klein, Texas, continue to remain in your safe spot for another couple minutes. And Spring, it is time for you guys to be getting into your safe spot. You are included in this tornado warning polygon. So once again, Spring, Texas, you guys need to be ready to get into your safe spot. Either get there now or be ready to be there in about 3 minutes, because this tornado is on its way over to you guys. Tornado is still reported to be on the ground. And I believe it's right in there on the left side of this camera. So that would mean this camera is looking northeast at the moment, but it looks like the direction has been changing. Once again, this remains an observed tornado warning, so if you're in Spring, Texas, seek shelter now in the lowest floor of a sturdy building away from windows. If you do not have a basement or storm shelter, get into a hallway, a bathroom, or a closet. You want to be in the center of the building, away from exterior walls, and away from windows. I know I sound like a broken record because I keep saying that, but that's really all I can say at this point. So, continue to seek shelter in Klein, Texas for another minute or so, and then you guys should be good. That rotation has moved on to the east, but it doesn't hurt to stay there just a little longer. Once again, we do have a tornado watch in effect until, I believe, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That does include the Houston Metroplex, so that includes Sugarland, Baytown. It's just north of Beaumont, so Port Arthur is not included in that tornado watch, but much of southeast Texas, just east of the I-35 corridor, so Waco, Texas, Temple, Round Rock, and Austin, you guys are just outside of this tornado watch. But Fairfield, Palestine, Grapeland, Crockett, where else? Joaquin, San Augustine, Timpson, and Carthage. Tyler, Texas is just north of the tornado watch. And then these two parishes in western Louisiana, west of Natchitoches are included in the tornado watch as well. So we are continuing to keep an eye on this. The rotation is definitely weakening, which is a good sign. So if it has not already, the tornado should be lifting very soon. Once again, continue to seek shelter if you are in Spring, Texas. Yeah, that rotation is definitely weakening, so that is a good sign, but could see it re-intensify, so I'm going to continue to watch this. I'll stay with you all here a little bit longer. Once again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. We had Camp in here, Random Texan. So thanks for being here, guys. And this rotation, it's looking pretty broad to me at this point. But it is west of Spring, Texas, about 3 miles west of Spring, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. So once again, continue to seek shelter in Spring, Texas. You guys in Klein, Texas, are good to get out of your safe spot. Corville, you guys are good. Tomball has got the all clear. You guys are no longer included in this tornado warning. Klein still is, but that rotation and potential tornado have moved on. And we are getting 2-minute scans, so our next radar scan for velocities . I don't know why the velocities, oh wait, there we go. Okay, so this scan just came in, so we're gonna wait for one more scan for velocity, because unfortunately I do have to end off stream. I will be back later though. This is not our main severe weather coverage, this was just me going live because we had a tornado warning in a populated area, and I was able to. But yeah, that is now down to radar indicated. So as I was saying, wait a minute, what? It just went to radar indicated back to being observed like it was. Okay, I think that is a glitch with radar Omega where it's showing the old polygon. Yeah, because now that's the old warning text from 11 minutes ago, but okay, there we go. Now we're down to radar indicated again. That was a weird glitch where the old polygon came back. But as I was saying, the tornado has lifted, and the National Weather Service agrees with that. They downgraded that tornado warning back to radar indicated. But if you are in Spring, Texas, continue to stay in your safe spot for a little bit longer. It doesn't hurt. In Spring Hills as well. That area along Interstate 45 North. But with that being said, unfortunately, I do need to end off stream. But right before we do that, just a reminder, we have a tornado watch for portions of southeast Texas and western Louisiana. and these storms are expected to move eastward, and then we could see a QLCS quasi-linear convective system in portions of Louisiana and Mississippi tonight. So this severe weather threat is not really getting started. Well, it's getting started, but we're not at peak yet. Just decided to go live because we did have that tornado in areas north of the Houston metro. We do actually have some special weather statements being issued. This one for Jacksonville and New Summerfield, Texas. This expires in 27 minutes. Moving northeast at 70 miles per hour, so those are moving pretty quick. I wouldn't quite say 70, but wind gusts of 40 miles per hour and half-inch sized hail. So if you're in New Summerfield or Jacksonville, Texas, Henderson, Texas, consider seeking shelter inside a sturdy structure and secure loose outdoor objects. And then same thing with you guys up in Lakeport, Texas, Easton, Texas, north of Martin Creek Lake, near Beckville. And then our special weather statement for Texarkana area has expired. We do have a slight risk of severe weather in effect for today, so I'll go ahead and show you all that. Our risk has not really changed much from yesterday. We did get a hatched hail risk, but there is our slight risk, so that stretches all the way west to College Station, Texas, and as far out east to near Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So all hazards will be possible. We have a 5% tornado risk for much of the southeast. So a couple tornadoes are possible with the isolated threat for a strong tornado. And then we have a 15% damaging wind risk, so be on the lookout for some straight line winds and secure those loose objects now on back patios or wherever. And then we have a 15% damaging large hail risk. And I thought we had a hatched hail risk, but I guess we don't. But that hail risk is a little bit smaller than our other threats. But that does stretch from Houston to up near Shreveport, Louisiana. So be on the lookout for some damaging large hail. But with that being said, that's going to be the end of this live stream. If necessary, I will be back for a longer stream for live severe weather coverage later. This was just a brief little stream to go live, once again, as I said. But if you have not already, please be sure to like the stream and consider subscribing to the channel. But with that being said, stay safe out there, and I hope to see you all in the next one.